Good mid-afternoon, XRP Future Millionaire. It's 3:46 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the East Coast in the United States of America and the great state of Michigan. Very cold day in Michigan at that. So for the first time in human history, I have some backing of my claim that XRP is going to be the basket for all of crypto. And I'm going to show you a video clip after this, but I'm going to show you the demonstration first of what I showed my audience about 6 to 7 months ago, maybe even 8 to 9 months ago now. So basically my theory is XRP will be a stable coin at about $1,000 a coin in the future. And this is not FUD. This is something that I projected well into the future. So basically here's my theory. So you got this, 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 and this. So this is XRP, right? XRP. You've got, let's say, Algo, Doge, Theta, and then you got the consumer. You've got the other consumer. You've got the business. So basically, you've got XRP. So the consumer would buy XRP, convert that XRP into Algo, right? If they want to do a personal transaction, they make a bunch of money on Algo, then they convert it back into XRP to get their cash back to the consumer. So cash into XRP, XRP into Algo, bunch of profit for consumer relays it back to XRP, comes back to there. The other option is I want to pay another person with Doge. So we convert it to XRP, ship it over here, and this is after the flip of the ISO when 95% of cryptos are gone. And then Doge can simply be sent over to the other consumer. Well, now I need to cash out my Doge because it's run up. I got a signing bonus with Doge, but I can't cash it into fiat through this exchange. I can only do it into, what is that? XRP, XRP, back into cash. So the C is cash to the consumer. So now we have a business. A business wants to hire me or you, but we want Theta. We don't want XRP. We don't like XRP. So the business buys XRP, sends the XRP over to Theta, sends you the Theta at the current market value. Then you're like, well, man, Theta's gone up a lot. I need to sell out of this, but I can't just send it back. So you talk to the business, but they're not going to do anything. So you send it to the XRP, turn it into cash, put it into your pocket. So basically, you've got the peer-to-peer, right? So XRP is going to be the basket case. So all other crypto is going to have to go through XRP to be converted back into the whatever fiat or whatever currency you want. Or if you're trying to take your currency and flipping it into one of your favorite cryptos, you're going to have to go through XRP as a stepping stone. And that's going to be part of the Swift takeover. Now, everybody thinks this is crazy, and that would put a 1K price roughly on XRP, not 10,000 like everybody's saying, or 50. Let's not get greedy. 1K is fine, but that's because you have to have a set amount that's great enough to support this, but also not too great to make this system obsolete. It can't be too valuable. So that's what I believe. So now, to correlate what I'm saying, for the first time in human history, somebody actually said something that makes what I'm saying relevant. Listen to this and listen very closely.
U.S. sanctions, because if the U.S. is sanctioning you.
So this is Russia cutting off SWIFT, like saying they're going to get rid of SWIFT, or Russia's not going to be allowed to be used SWIFT due to U.S. sanctions. But listen to the alternative. They don't say XRP, but I'm going to show you.
Can't move money using that SWIFT system. So what's really interesting is, number one, they're creating a payment system that would go around SWIFT. But how do you do that when you have 5 major countries that all have their own currencies? And one of the ways they're doing that is by using possibly cryptocurrency.
XRP.
To do that would translate their currencies into a single cryptocurrency that is then used through the system and then formulated, I guess, when it gets into their country, back into their own personal currency. So
XRP. Remember, guys, part of that formula I just showed you is country. So the person in the country has to send cash through a crypto to another person who then needs to cash it out but can't just get his own fiat. So he has to do this to get the cash back to himself. So That is what I'm saying. So listen to this. This is fascinating.
So essentially, you're taking currency from one, sending it through as a cryptocurrency, and then back on the other end into transforming it into another currency. And that allows
XRP, guys. It's right out in front of us. And this is something I've been saying for so long, guys. Like, this is Extra VOD should be out here saying, it's confirmed. We found the smoking gun. But no, I will give you the real news.
And again, to get around this SWIFT system in a way that no one had really thought about in the past, because crypto already has all of those things in place.
XRP future millionaire dropping dimes. So there's facts, guys. That's a fact. These are facts that are going to end up happening. And this has been my whole thing. If we have to counter SWIFT, Ripple's in place right now. And who's the native token to Ripple that's going to make this go? XRP. Who is in relation to XRP? Jeb McCaleb helped create XRP. What's XLM? A subdivision created by the creator, one of the creators of XRP is XLM. Jeb McCaleb, Stellar, for individual to individual. So now you got XRP and XLM. Then you go into the ISO and you've got Algorand Network. You've got IOTA in the Internet of Things. You've got 88 Cardano, who's got a huge, huge pull in the other parts of the world where they want to use them as their payment processor instead of using the banking systems. I mean, there's a whole lot of things here, guys. You've got Quant that makes everything possible for Ripple and the whole network. You have to go through Quant. So it all plays in. And then you've got XDC as the fintech part of this, the fintech network it brings into play. So you've got Stellar, you've got Ripple, you've got fintech, you've got Algorand, you've got the Quant network, you've got Cardano, you've got IOTA and the Internet of Things, you've got XDC, like I said, you've got Shiba, you've got Doge, which all play on the fintech networks, but they all play in the copper level. So Shiba plays in the copper level, but Doge actually plays at the platinum level, as to where XRP plays at the gold level, XLM plays at the silver level, which means XLM is going to be backed by silver. You can look it up in Basel 3. XRP is backed by gold. IOTA is backed by palladium, and I believe Algo is backed by uranium in the current setup. And then Shiba, copper, XDC, copper, and there's subdivisions, and then you can go on to the littler coins. But this is a basic setup. Quant is the whole network that helps run Ripple. That's the network in place to allow Ripple to run its protocol. So this all plays into effect. This is probably the most important update I've ever put out as the XRP Future Millionaire. So now, look at the charts. We've got 39,430 on Bitcoin. I said yesterday I thought we were in a bear trap. I've got everything that tells me we're going up to 41,803. And then I put on the newest indicator that I've added for everybody. I want to shout out CFX. We were on the live stream yesterday, and he helped inform me. I've been researching. I've been educating myself. And yesterday, he told me about 2 hours into the live stream, why don't you put this Ichimoku on? And it's kind of like a basket of all these different indicators, and it gives you a projection of where you think we're going to go. And I've had circled 41,803, and look where that says. Just shy of that, we're going to create an M. So that's some confluency in that area. And it's based on the EMA. It's the, not the EMA, but the Ichimoku, the 9265226. And I'm going to actually, just for right now, I'm going to take off the EMA lines because I don't see any value of doing this. Of taking or keeping the EMA lines on right now when I'm trying to show you something else. So that's the projection of XRP in the daily, and look how it stayed pretty pat. So it's been pretty damn good projecting this pattern of XRP. So now we're looking at a little bit of consolidation, and as I've been saying, XRP is getting close to its top. 804 was basically the top, maybe an 85-cent push. If we can push out of this region, it could be a little more, but I don't see much upside from here. I see a little bit, but not much. I do see Bitcoin going to 41,800, and I do see XRP retesting 79.8. So that's what I see. But then I'm looking at this, and yesterday while I'm doing a 2.5-hour live stream, which is why you need to join Tom's Army $9.99 a month. First of all, you need to subscribe to my channel so you can even view the live stream. But then if you subscribe to Tom's Army, $9.99 a month, not only do you get the Telegram, the exclusive Telegram that is, I'll go over that in a minute, like 237 people, you get to comment in my live stream. We get to have a chat. And for 2.5 hours, we had about 88 people in there at the most, and about a 70 average. We talked about what I thought was going to happen for the last 2 days. 2 days ago, we had about a 50-minute live stream. Yesterday, we had a 2.5 hour plus because my son was up at like 1 a.m. So we finally came to the conclusion, going through all the charts. Look at this in the daily. So we've got Spellcoin in the daily. It's on its reversal candle right now. Look at the rest of the charts. IOTA already had its reversal onto its move-up candle. Algo, reversal up to its move-up candle. Which to me, it's an impulsive move after you've had the... But the better it squeezes, the more impulsive up it is. And like you see, Theta didn't squeeze as tight. So the next move wasn't as big of an impulse move. You've got ADA, squeezed a bigger move to the upside on the candle. Ethereum, not as big of an impulse move, but it still cleared the candle. You got REN, had a nice little move. But you see we're on the second part of this on all of these. Not as big of a squeeze, still had a nice little move. But they're all on the second day of this daily squeeze. XRP, same thing, not as big of a move on the second daily, but a great move on the first. XL, more of a squeeze, bigger move on the second candle. DGB, same thing as Theta for the most part. V-Chain, same thing, more of a squeeze, bigger push up on the second candle, it looks like. And then you've got ZIL, more of a squeeze, push up more on the second candle. H-Bar, more of a squeeze, push up on the second candle. So why do I say this? Now we go to one, basically the only one that I have on my charts that was in a squeeze formation right now in the daily, which means it's one daily candle behind. This is 1 day behind the rest of the formations, which means if it follows through, I think that we have a top, a minimum push up to 4507 minimum. But I think it would go up to 469 for the actual minimum push. So I bought it at 426, I believe it was. 426, 427. Don't kick me in the nuts if I'm off by a hundredth of a penny. So I bought $6,500 worth at that 426, I want to say. I mean, I'm just going to say 427 because if I'm in between both, I'm just going to say the higher number. So 427. So right now we look at it, it's not up much. 437 right now. So it was down about 1.5%, 2% when I bought it. So, but the key for this was I seen it up at 4.5 when the live stream started, but I didn't buy it. And we watched it come down, and then all of a sudden I went to it on the live stream when it was down under 4.3. And we watched it go in between here. Right after I bought it, like I say, you can never get the bottom. It went down to 418 roughly. And I'm like, are you like when I fell asleep, and I bought it at 426, like I said, but on the live stream it went down to like 421. And I'm like, of course, right after, and I was watching it for hours. But it was only like 0.5%, 1%. But the point is you're never going to buy the true bottom. This was a very squeezed candle. Now it's starting to push up a little bit. On the next candle, what we want when the next daily comes out is we want it to push over 4 or 5 in an engulfing fashion would be fantastic. At some point in that candle. So, that's why I targeted Spell. And yeah, it's not doing anything much right now, but I knew that up until close to 7 o'clock or after the flip, you're not really going to get the push on that because we're waiting for the second candle to flip. This is the squeeze candle right now. So this can basically squeeze as tight as it wants. It can even come down even more, down to the bottom of this candle before this closes. So what you want it to do is hold in the green. So that's why I targeted that. So I mean, I'm up minute, guys. It's down 0.46%, but like I said, I'm up like at minimum probably about 1.3%, enough to pay for the the in and out fees, but nothing major to where it's like, oh my god, he's making money, because I'm not making money. This is just, I bought it prematurely before it popped up over the 439 saying that I think this is the reversal candle in the daily and I'm going to play it as such. And we've in the 30-minute time frame on the EMAs, I should have kept them on. We had a bullish divergence in most of the other cryptos, and as of yesterday, this one hasn't pulled through. It still hasn't. So still, Spellcoin's the only one on my chart that hasn't completed that bullish divergence, which means it has to get back up over 435 and pull this up. And that's why I think we're going to go up to 4.5 or 4.7 minimum. So I'm playing it as such. Right now, it looks like a losing proposition, but I thought the whole entire market was in a bear trap. So I wanted to give you guys my personal explanation of why I did what I did. Bitcoin's right at 39,316. That's a critical area, but I think we still have upside, and I think, like I said, I think Bitcoin's going to end at 41,800, and it's going to use this area as a big consolidation, and then it's going to come up to a head, and you're going to see something like that, and then it's going to play off like that, and then people are going to FOMO in, and then it's going to drop the head off. So I think that's what we're playing out in Bitcoin. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. Should you take my advice? No. I'm just some idiot who's on YouTube who makes himself sound good. But usually the charts do what I say, so that helps back me up. XRP. 75.1 is the support, but you can see XRP stuck a little bit here because it's already made most of these moves. Which means to me, XRP's just got enough steam left in the tank to pop back up and do something like this. And then everybody's going to FOMO in, and then... Because make no mistake about it here, folks, the Fed injected money, used Ukraine and Russia's war as a way to inject the money into all markets. So that's what this is. But this is going to come down. This is based on no technicals. So, but like I always say, there's no reason not to make money if you can make money, if you've got the cojones. So a lot of people made a lot of money in the Telegram the other day. They just had to have the wisdom to buy, just like last night. Some people made money already because some people bought Tezos. That was another option. And it went up 7% or 6% since we talked about it. You know, there's a few of them that have gone up more, but I'm banking on the fact that I think Spell has a bigger move in store because it's down 85% right now in the last month and a half. And based on all the technicals, it feels like it needs to go up more, and it's a lot more volatile. So, and then everybody's like, I thought you were out. I'm like, based on what? I'm not going to get out until I do an update and tell everybody I'm out. Or I'm considering getting out. Right now, I just thought it was a bear trap. So if I think it's a bear trap, I'm not going to get out. That's what they want you to do until this ends. It depends what coins you have, though. You know, you got to be in the right coin. So I think XLM's looking at a 204 still. Is what I think. But it could, the upside could be capped here. You know, this could just play out like this for a while. But I think 204 is still in the cards, and it's going to complete something like that in the daily time frame. And I think this supports it pretty well, that it could come up a little higher. Because the top end, I think it caps at 22 cents. But you see how in the daily, the volume's increasing. That's good. Even though it was increasing in the drop volume, you see how on the second daily candle right now, XLM increased. That's a good sign. That means this move isn't done yet, in all likelihood. So, and that's what I'm anticipating. You see that candle on the second day? That's what I'm anticipating for Spellcoin sometime after the flip of the clock at 7. Not so worried about the price before because it's a squeeze candle. It's going to do anything it can. It can go up to 4.5 right now. That's the highest it can cap itself before the flip of the clock right now, in my opinion. So, it could work its way back up there to try to build a bullish push in case we have a little bit of a drop-off at the end of the push. So, and then DGB, and I'm going to let you guys go. So DGB in the daily time frame, I think we're working on an overall move, like I've been saying. I think it's going to be capped around the... Unless we can get into this area up here and fight into the cloud as the Ichimoku or Ikamoki, or what the fuck do they call it? Let's see. What the fuck? The Ikamoku, however you want to call it. The Moku. It's suggesting, though, if we can get into here with DGB and use this area as support, we might be able to have a fighting chance to get somewhere up here. But I think it'll be capped somewhere in here unless the market, like Bitcoin, goes up to 45,000. I think right now our move is going to be pretty capped at like that 2258. Unless the market pushes even higher than 41,800. If it does that, then DGB could go all the way up to 2.8. Because it could break out of the symmetrical at 2.4, the smaller one, and push a retest of the upper levels from where it dropped from in earlier January. And it could have that drop point at like 2.822, which would be a healthy run-up from here. So XRP Future Millionaire, consider everything I'm saying and more. Consider my basket of crypto with XRP. And sorry, I'm trying to read all this stuff. I talked to a lot of people. So don't forget what I said about the basket of crypto. Think about that video and play it twice if you have to. Consider joining Tom's Army for $9.99 a month. We got the Tom's Army Telegram, and this is for all the members of Tom's Army. We have 200, guys, get ready for this, 246 members of Tom's Army, which is an all-time high. It's incredible. Our goal is 250, and then we can try to double it to 500, but we never thought we'd get to 250, so just keep that in mind. So you all have the ability to get into here. We have 237 in here, which means 7 people still are not in the Telegram that have eligibility. You get this for free. You can't pay for this. The $9.99 a month to support me on YouTube for all the work I do for free. It really helps because it shows that you care, and it helps me put out free content for all, because I believe everybody who's willing to learn deserves to learn. So when you get into the Telegram, you get this for free. And then by getting into the Telegram, you can get the free classes that I only ask for a $5 donation if you appreciate the hour class. There's no hundreds of dollars per seminar or hundreds of dollars per month. It's a simple $5 donation. And I even have people that pay 50 cents because they're in a bad situation and they've reached out to me. Or some people don't. There's 1 or 2 that don't even pay. I just don't make that information privy to anybody. So that's what we're looking at, and the Telegram is lit. We've got every single thing you need to know. If you're wondering about whales and everything, we've got a lot of people that talk about the whale dumpings. We've got people that talk about the charts. We've got Chris as well, for anybody who stayed. And I didn't want to share this until the end, and I got Chris's permission. This is his inverted head and shoulders if we play this pattern. He's been very clear, though, if we don't bust the line out here, that this can't play out. So don't think he's saying we're doing the inverted head and shoulders if you're in the Telegram. He's saying if this plays out, and it pretty much correlates to my 41,800, because I'd put it up at the blue line up there at 41,200. Right here. So if he plays this out, it would come up here, and then it could come up in here, right? And that would be my 41,800. But on the inverted head and shoulders, that would be your heaviest resistance, and likely you would come down, and then that would be capping the upside. And if somehow you could break off into the extension, then you could come up here maybe to 44.5, and then you would come out. But that would cap any upside, and that would also correlate, completing a cup and handle that would ultimately end up very bearish to the downside, and I can almost guarantee that. So these are the patterns we're looking at. If you appreciate this and you want to see more with the Telegram, or if you want to see me write on other people's charts more like this, just let me know. I have the ability. I know a lot of people on YouTube wish they could do this, but I have the technology. I understand it very well, and I know how to bring you an A1 viewing experience. XRP Future Millionaire, hit that like button and consider being the 245th through 250th members. Help me finish a lifelong goal on YouTube of getting to 250 members of Tom's Army, because then we can truly start the miraculous push to double that to 500, and then we really are a force to be reckoned with on the YouTube sphere. And also we'll have a Telegram of over 500 people. Right now it's more than I could have ever imagined, and I just want to thank each and every one of you. Remember, hashtag be better, do better, hashtag fight assassins, and remember, help one person each and every day, because if you don't do your part and I don't do my part, who's going to do the part for the future generation? Isn't it really fair? Is it really fair that you or I, because of laziness or the fact we're uneducated, is it fair that we leave our younger generation, my kids, your kids, a future in which there's no hope?